if you're collecting my KYC, will you do the monitoring of the transactions on said KYC collections?
Yeah.
And on and on and on. And you pretty quickly realize that there's this sort of event horizon that once a customer's gone over it, they are forced to continually to ask you to solve their problems. And so you're exposed to some technical bloat where you might not originally have planned in your seed deck when raising 2 million, but nonetheless, these are jobs to be done by every fintech, and we're convinced that should not be where entrepreneurs are pouring their cash. It's commoditized. The fact that it's regulated means by default it's non-differentiating. So if we can reduce the barrier to entry from a non-differentiated standpoint, we're hoping we do free up some capital for those founders to go and actually make a difference in this world.
I think that makes a lot of sense. It should be, you shouldn't be spending your time integrating and working on the nitty-gritty of the architecture. You should be putting your opinion, your vision of what your fintech app is out in the world.
I think ultimately the bar has been pushed incredibly high by some of the hyper successful fintechs. Really out of the UK, if I'm being honest. I think Monzo, Starling, Wise, Revolut, they were born in the time where it was actually quite easy to acquire customers. You just needed to be speedy with your onboarding. And that really was enough for them to dominate the market. Who would go to RBS and take 2 days off work filling in documents when you could do it a 3-minute onboarding with Starling? That was good enough back then. It is no longer good enough. From a technology standpoint, we're at a high tide in fintech. And so these modern fintechs, if they want to compete, they need to step away from some of that nitty-gritty. And the compass should broadly be like this. Will it delight the customer if it works? No. Will you lose the customer if it doesn't? Yes. That's where you shouldn't be focusing then. Go and delight them, because if the best you've got is it works, you're not going to be winning market share in a high tide fintech market. And so we always tell our customers, let us do the thing that will make you lose a customer if it goes wrong. But that will not be the reason you win a customer. Go and figure that out yourself.
That's such a good, simple test